Let's go to Kira in San Jose, California. Kira, what's going on?
Hey, Dr. John, how are you?
I'm rocking on, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Very cool. So what's up? How can I help?
Yeah. So my question, I lost my mom about a year ago to cancer.
Wow.
And
What kind of cancer?
pancreatic cancer.
Oh,
so
golly.
It was
Quick and
very,
awful.
very fast.
Yeah.
Very painful. Pretty not fun way to go.
Thanks, man. I'm so sorry.
And so, so it was it was fast. It was shocking. And then, so kind of so that was also kind of right when COVID was in the thick of things. So visiting was hard. It was kind of scary. I work in healthcare. So a lot of just worrying about
everything.
Exposing everything. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So then, so kind of in the middle of that, I found out I was pregnant, which was also a shock. I had been told for a long time that I would not be able to have children.
Surprise, right?
Surprise.
Hey, and what better time to find out you're pregnant than when your mom's slowly passing away and there's a pandemic going on and you work in healthcare?
Yeah, so a lot going on.
God. Hey, hold on for a second. Have you just stopped and went, whew? That's a lot.
Try.
No. Not like, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we now? Baby here?
So baby's here. Baby's doing great. He's 5 months old.
Oh, that's fun. What's his name?
Very Oakley.
Oakley, beautiful. Love it.
Oh.
Okay, so you got a 5-month-old.
5 months old. My mom, let's see, so she passed away in October.
Okay.
He was born in March. It would have been her first grandkid, so.
Jeez,
that hurts.
So March before, so he came just a few months after she passed away.
Yeah,
then.
so
okay.
Ugh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and so my question, I guess, is just, so now I'm kind of at that point where I'm moving past that early grief, like just kind of the shock of it all.
Yeah.
And kind of just realizing like what I've actually lost, what my son has lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is the rest of my life. She's not going to be here.
Yeah. Tell me what it feels like to say that out loud.
It hurts.
What does that mean?
Honestly, it just feels hopeless. Just kind of empty. Like what now?
Yeah.
And it's like I'll have a question and I don't know who to ask. And it's like questions that I didn't know. And when she was sick, it was, we kind of had some conversations like, if there's anything you want to ask me, like now's the time to ask me. But you don't think of something in the moment. It's like you think of it later when it's too late.
Yeah. And you're supposed to be able to text your mom about diarrhea and weird rashes and what diaper, right? You're supposed to, right?
Yeah. And it's like I was one of those people who called my mom every day.
Yeah.
It's like we had a very good relationship. So it just hurts.
So your mom was awesome, huh?
Yeah, she was. She would have been a really great grandma too. So my dad is, my dad and I have a very good relationship too. But he's obviously also going through a big trauma.
Yeah. And hey, he's your dad.
Yeah.
And
it's different. Yeah.
He may be the best guy in the world. He's never carried a kid, right?
Yeah.
And there's something about like, I just want my mom.
Yeah. And kind of on top of that, he had a traumatic brain injury a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like he changed after that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still, like my dad, he's still there, but his personality is not the same.
Yeah.
And then after this, it's just kind of like one more thing. So it's just hard.
So
I don't know.
Do me a favor. Hard. Take as deep a breath as you can and just hold it for a second. 3, 2, and then let it all out. Say these words out loud. This is.
This is.
And there's a period there.
Yeah.
And it feels hollow and hopeless. And after 7 months, 9 months of, oh my gosh, mom's sick, to pancreatic cancer, to, hey, she's got 3 months, to, hey, I'm having a baby, to now you've got a 5-month-old. And you said it you said it so great. The smoke is starting to clear on the chaos. Mm-hmm. And now there's this reality, right? It's kind of like you get by on adrenaline and cortisol for a year, and all of a sudden you wake up and the sun came up the next day and the tornado came through and there's no more house. And now you're just looking at the yard and you're like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
The first part of that is that moment, this is. And that's the hardest, heartbreaking. You're there, right? It feels hopeless. You love that little kid and you just want to have that picture of your mom holding him. And you should have that picture, and you're not, right?
Yeah.
So what does grief look like for you right now? Do you have a gang? Do you have a crew? What's it look like?
I mean, I think that's part of it is my husband and I have moved every year for the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's hard.
When I went on my maternity leave from work, there was an acquisition, and everybody I knew at work quit. So it's like I go back and don't know anybody.
Yeah.
So we're, just trying to plug in somewhere has been really hard with COVID too.
So hard, yeah. So let me, can I give you a couple of ideas?
Yeah.
You may have done this, maybe not. I say this all the time, and even I start to roll my eyes sometime, but it's so healing. If you haven't already, start a 30-day, I'm going to write my mom a letter every day.
Yeah.
Just you. And you can put it in. Okay. What I would do if I was you is I'd get a special journal. I'd probably overpay for one. Go buy like a nice leather journal. And I want those letters to be something that you pass along to your son so that he can see them.
Yeah.
One of the greatest gifts you're going to give him in the future is a record of how my mom loved, how my mom grieved, how my mom took care of me in some of her darkest moments. And it's going to be hard to remember that kind of stuff in 5 years and 10 years and 20 years. A raw journal of the season I lost my mom will be a transformative gift for generations, right? It'll be a legacy gift. It's one of those meaning-making things. And in this journal, you'll probably be heartbroken. You'll probably be mad at your mom for getting sick. You'll be mad at your dad because he's different. All those things are going to be real and raw and painful. But what they're going to do is they're going to give you, right now, that's all sitting right on top of your heart.
Yeah.
And the more you write it, the more there becomes this tiny little distance between that hurt, those waves, and you. And right now it feels like it's all you. And it is.
Yeah.
But you're going to give yourself some space there. And then maybe after 30 days, you go to once a week letter. And I want you to continue to reach out to ask those questions in this journal. Mom, he's got a weird rash. I need some help. And you're not here. Right?
Yeah.
Mom, he will not stop asking for snacks. Help me. Or he's 5 months old and husband's already like, so are we going to start to, Mom.
Yeah.
Right? I want all that stuff written down.
Yeah.
And she'll still be with you in those moments. The second thing is this. Give me one quick thing that your mom loved. What brought her joy? What was her mission in life?
I mean, she worked in healthcare too, and just, I mean, her patients just loved her. She, I still get random little Facebook messages from former patients of hers, and I think she really just changed a lot of people's lives.
So here's
Very
a cool
kind.
thing. As you're able to, and it's going to feel like you're panning back from a picture. The grief right now feels like you're in the ocean and you're treading water. Over time, it will feel like you're walking through a creek. It's always going to be wet, right? But it will feel less overwhelming. It will feel less like you're not going to make it through the next moment, okay? You're going to find these seasons of meaning making, these moments where I'm going to write every patient of hers that I ever heard and just let them know that they blessed my mom too. Or I'm going to begin to make little bracelets. What's your mom's name?
Savannah.
I'm going to make little bracelets that says Savannah cares. And I'm going to give them to all my patients and let them know there's a legacy of care in my family and I'm going to take care of you. Or if you are dealing with pediatrics and you can tell a mom or a dad whose kid is sick and they're scared, I'm going to give you this bracelet with my mom's name on it. It's a reminder that my whole family has always cared about you guys, right? And it becomes these moments of ways you can honor your mom and make meaning of your mom. And at the same time, and this is the hardest one, you can let her go. Yeah. And that will be seasons of taking her clothes to donation places. That will be saying, we don't need every other piece of furniture. That will mean right, as you work through some of those things, what are the things that are meaning making? What are the things that are important? And what are the things we're going to let mom go? Right? I'm going to let her go. And that's not a thing you do today. That's a thing you do over time. And the final thing here, please, 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 you are exhausted. You've got some knuckleheaded husband. He's probably awesome. I'll give you that. A 5-month-old and a dad who's dealing with his own trauma. Please do what you can to get connected in your community. Yeah. You cannot do this by yourself. And that's not a thing to like guilt onto you. Be like, well, I got another chore to do today. I got to make out with this guy. I got to feed a 5-month-old and now I got to go make a friend. It's not like that, but kind of it is, right? Please go get involved in a local church. Go get with a mom's group or a grief group or a lost my mom from cancer. I guarantee you there will be a group there in San Jose. I guarantee it. Join a jogging group or something, but get a crew, okay? Yeah. Walking through this by yourself is not tenable. You can't do it. You can, but it's going to be hard to heal. And we're looking at legacy now. But I want tonight to be the night you go get some silly, overpaid, priced, fancy leather journal, or I don't know if you like. I don't know what you put on things. Want sunshines or I don't know unicorns or I don't care. Whatever, some stamped cool leather thing, and make your first letter tonight. And it can just start with Mom, I miss you, and I need you here. You're not here. And it might be a short letter. It might be a really long one. But commit to 30 days to writing your mom letters. If you're a gangster. And you're from San Jose, so maybe if you're a gangster, you can read these to your husband. Grief demands a witness. You can read them to him. Maybe not. But if you did, that'd be cool. And maybe he misses your mom too. Maybe he needs to get a journal also. Just say, I miss my mother-in-law. He'll only be one of 7 or 8 people who've ever uttered that sentence in all of world's history. But he might, right? He might really miss her. Our hearts are with you. So sorry for your loss. So sorry for the healing you got to do. So sorry that your mom, your little boy's going to grow up without grandma. This is. And what's next is where are you going to shine the light? Where are you going to honor your mom, make meaning of this senseless loss? And where are you going to begin to turn the lights on, find the sunshine, find beauty? We're with you.